Okay, so what the heck is going on in One Piece right now? Act 3 just began. Everything is in shambles. We got a flashback with Roger and his crew. We got the doctor there. We got Rayleigh. We got a drunk Goldie Roger. Like, yo, One Piece right now. More mystery, more what the heck is going on. But at the same time, still that One Piece greatness. And Orochi, bro. Orochi, somebody get that dude. Like, woo, baby. Let's talk that One Piece greatness.
Whether Facebook, Twitter, or the True, make sure to steer clear, cause I'm coming through like...
So to be honest, a very brief chapter of One Piece this week, despite the fact that it was kind of, you could say, broken down into maybe like a couple of different sections. It starts off, of course, with the flashback, and then we have the official beginning of Act 3, which... man, so it looks like we're done with all the big news Morgan stuff. It looks like we're not going to see that for a bit. I don't know if we're going to have to wait until the end of Wano Act 3 completely, which, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still not a bad thing because everything that's been set up in Wano, and actually we might not have to wait because remember, the government is aware of what's going on in Wano, but you know, they're going to steer clear. Blackbeard said he might be making moves. The Shichibukai are under attack, so who knows exactly what the heck is going to happen if we'll have to wait until the end of Act 3. I mean, I don't really want to at the same time. Like, yeah, we have a lot of greatness here, a lot of key players on Wano. There were setups for a lot of major stuff. But man, the reverie and the aftermath of the reverie just still right now is like, bro, we got the last week. I already made the review, so you could check it out if you want. It was 9:57, but boy, Act 3 begins. So it starts off the chapter a few years before the Great Pirate Age, and Roger, which I'm imagining they mean like, you know, after Roger's death, the Great Pirate Age began, because at this point, from what it was said, if I'm not mistaken, and of course Rayleigh's old at that point, this was when Roger was on his final mission, his final voyage, that Oden jumped on board and went with him. So it seems as though this was towards the end of Roger's run. So I guess when they say the Great Pirate Age was after Roger, you know, said the One Piece, I left it in one place and stuff like that. So this is quite a time ago, but still not that far off. And again, we get to see a lot of incredible pirates on this ship. Like, you gotta think, Roger's crew was MVPs. They went down as legends because alone when I'm looking at this, we got the Doctor, he's there. We got Rayleigh. We got Roger. We got Shanks. Bro, we even got Buggy. Say what you want about Buggy, okay? But he's has used trickery to the max to get to where he got and became a warlord, all right? So Buggy, he had something about him, right? Like, why did Roger allow him to be on the ship if he was just a scrub? There's something more to Buggy. But this chapter really spoke to me in terms of like, okay, because obviously this is the Wano Act, and this was preparing us for the beginning of Act 3, which started in this chapter as well. But notice how everyone on Roger's crew really liked Oden. Like, in that little flashback, all of them said like, yo, I could lend you a hand. Down to even Buggy, the most scared, you know, little whiny sissy of the seas, was even like, hey, I'll give you a hand. And it was awesome seeing Shanks mess with him. Like, you just get in the way. But like, that just shows the impact that Oden left on even Roger. Like, don't get me wrong, again, funny stuff seeing Roger bloated out of his mind, which it probably means that at this point Roger was just trying to live it up at that point. He knew his time was coming, whatever he was going to do, whatnot. So he was just celebrating. And I'm curious, was this right after he got the One Piece or just before? A little cloudy there. But nevertheless, again, it just showed me like Oden left an incredible impact on them, and they really liked him to the point where they were willing to go above and beyond. And it seems as though Wano might be one of the places that really wasn't impacted by Roger. You notice how like Luffy's been chasing Roger's boot steps, so to speak, throughout his journey. Oh, Roger was there. Oh, Roger went there. He went there. With this one, it seems though that Wano was a little bit of a different situation, because in this one, Oden says, oh man, you know, they've kept Wano, you know, the borders closed all this time, and that finally after he made his way out, that they calling him back to be a shogun, but that he wanted to make changes, and he was like, you know, I gotta do this for my people or whatever. So it's making me wonder, like, okay, is this going to, I mean, obviously it's going to be a major impact in terms of like, this is going to be a historical battle. Wano has been closed this entire time. Oden vowed to open up the gates, and let's just keep it real. Like, I would not be shocked or surprised at all if Oden is somehow still alive. Like, okay, as far as old age goes, look, Rayleigh is still around. I mean, you know, we've seen quite a few. Bullet in the One Piece Stampede film is still around. So old age, whatever. They say that Oden perished, but who knows if he had this plan all along. Whoever or however it was done to send these people like Kinemon, Kanjuro, Momo, and all of them into the 20 years into the future. Maybe Oden had a part in this, and maybe Oden is either prisoner somewhere or something is afoot where he's just waiting and biding his time. Maybe he couldn't somehow, like he just wasn't strong enough to take on somebody like Kaido, so he's been waiting for this right moment for the people to come along. I truly believe Oden is still around. It just seems like there's been so much setup, so much build up to this guy getting this flashback. Like, why is he shadowed out to begin with? Like, it kept him in a silhouette throughout the chapter. I think that's because Oden is somehow a key player in all this, and he's still alive in Wano, and this is all still going according to plan. I think Oden's alive, and it's going to be sick to see what Oda does with it. And if this guy was liked that much and respected that much amongst the, you know, Goldie Roger pirates, you know, Gold Roger's ship, this guy is gonna be insane. Then he said, together we'll wait for the future to come, and 25 years passed. So probably, because remember it was a 20-year jump when everything happened, probably Roger died within those first 5 years. Again, my math with the One Piece world isn't the best, but it seems as though at some given point, obviously this was Roger died a certain amount. But like I just said, I don't think Oden's dead. I think that possibly a lot of this plays into certain things too. If you think about it, it was very, very masterfully done how they're getting drunk and everything. Even Oden is I believe drinking with them, and now the celebration that's going on in Wano right now is the only time of the year where you can drink and all that stuff. It's probably something to do with Oden. But again, we cut to the present time. Festivals began. Wano Act 3, which, wow, it seems like we're in the end game now, boys. Like, we went through Act 1, we went through Act 2, and again, I'm not gonna lie, I am like, man, there was just so much that was given to us in between Act 2 and this act that, but the setup that's been done, Kaido and Big Mom, just every freaking thing, Wano in general, it's too good right now for me to say like, I don't really want to. Like, I'm ready to get into it. And again, banquet is going on. Orochi feels as though he must be delusional, like, oh man, this all is for me. Like, nobody likes you, bro. Like, you're bugging. But there is some type of, you could see possibly mistrust, because it seems as though Orochi and his army and Kaido and his army aren't exactly like, it's not like they're all just one big happy group. Like, they're still somewhat separated. They just coexist well, and this is the only time of the year where they actually all meet up and are allowed to drink. The drinking ban is down, and they you know, have a blast, so to speak. Well, minus a few people. Obviously, Kaido is always getting drunk, and again, I want to know, the Kaido meet Oden at some given point. What's going on? Also, the setup, clear as day, this is going to play into something here, where it said with Wano, basically, the seasons change drastically, and they change very rapidly. So I feel as though that's going to play a factor into the battles to come. Like, not only, of course, the crazy heavy rain that we had in this chapter, but I feel as though when we go into a battle against Kaido or Big Mom or anybody, any of Kaido's people or Orochi's army, the weather is going to have some sort of factor. Also, it'll help out Nami when she's going into battle. Just imagine with her weather control and what she can do alongside with the rapid weather changing or whatever. So I felt with Oda, he doesn't waste a panel. He doesn't just say this for the sake of it. This is going to have some impact on things to come. And then a portion of the group arrives at the Tokage Harbor to see that there's nobody there. Everything is messed up. And you got to think, because if I'm not mistaken, there was already the revelation, of course, that there was some sort of mole. Somebody, of course, tipped off Orochi. So we might be actually entering something totally different, because we thought we was about to go to war. We thought it was about to be just a brawl and action, but when they get to the harbor, nobody's there, and it seems as though there was some type of battle or some type of struggle. So probably the rest of our people could be captured. They could have had to escape, and they're hiding somewhere. And maybe, oh man, imagine they're like hiding in Kaido's lair somehow. Like I don't know, but definitely showcases that the mole really is working. And a lot of people again say Shinobu. Some people have said, which I like this theory, because it would also explain how Jack knew certain things about the minks back in Zou or whatever, that Carrot might be the mole. And if Carrot's the mole, Boom! Oda did it again. And Kinemon gets emotional, starts screaming like, yo, what the heck? This is supposed to be the fated day. Obviously, things are still gonna happen. It's just Oda prepared us for something and he's throwing us a curveball. He prepared us for what we thought we were getting into a war. It was going to be like a war zone. And of course, eventually it is going to happen, but not in the way we thought that we were about to just do this dramatic attack, because obviously something happened to our side. Orochi made sure he did everything in a way that's why he feels comfortable smiling, and he's like, we don't got away, which that might be a mistake. Kaido might have a problem with Orochi beginning drinking early. Who knows? That could cause a little rift. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure Kaido's already drunk as hell, like Orochi said, but again, there's a lot of little small elements that I feel as though were big foreshadowings to come. Even something like that, where he's kind of breaking the rules, like you're supposed to wait until we meet up to have that toast, so to speak. So a short, quick chapter, but still pretty insightful. I love the flashback with Roger and Oden setting up. I do think that Oden is still alive, but curious what you guys think. Do you think that this was kind of telling as far as like that Oden potentially is alive? That's why Oda kept him as a silhouette. Also, what do you think happened at Tokage Harbor? Who is the mole right now? There's a lot, again, possibilities. People say Shinobu, people say Carrot. I don't even know right now. It's crazy. And your overall thoughts and expectations for the future to come. How you think this is all going to play out? Now it's not going to go according to plan because something happened to a good chunk of our people. We can't fight 40,000. Kinemon going crazy, crying and shit. Like, this chapter was small chapter, still pretty damn exciting and impactful. And your overall thoughts and expectations, what's going on with One Piece right now? It's crazy. But that's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links of course in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in.
Enjoy the next ride, but I was the best ride. But I